Om Namo Narayanaya, Jai Swami Narayan. Welcome back. It's a Saturday morning here in Portland, Maine. Thank you for joining me again. Hope you got your cup of coffee. Sit back for the next few minutes. I have something to share with you that I got in the mail this week that made me very, very happy. And it kind of tied to a previous episode I did, actually, one of the first. So I wanted to share. But before that, as always, let's open up this show with the Gayatri mantra. Om Bhava Savaha Tat Savita Varenyam Bhago Dhimahi Yonaf Prachodayat. And now a reading from the book Living Dharma by one of my gurus, Sri Acharya of Dharma Nation YouTube. However small or powerless you may sometimes think you are in the face of malevolent forces, you need to always remember that, in actuality, you have been provided with infinite power within to face any challenge. You are a spark of the divine. You are a beloved child of God. There is nothing more empowering than being a child of God. You are not powerless. You are not alone. Do not ever fear any darkness. Jai Shri Krishna. So powerful, so beautiful. And if you're not religious, and you might be watching this channel and you're not, and that's fine. The phrase was, you are not alone. You are not alone. Many of us are out there with you, and all you have to do is just reach out to us to remind yourself that you're not alone, you're not forgotten, and you can do whatever you want. So maybe what you want is to share your art. And myself being an artist and a musician, as you see my bass behind me, uh, I always like when I hear about people who want to share their art. And I got an email last year from a musician friend in Jersey who I've known for maybe, I don't know, 15 years now. Uh, and he wrote to me and he goes, I'm taking my music to a new place. Maybe you can give me some advice. And I gave him some thoughts. I don't remember what I said. I don't think he took any of it up. I think he just hit a lot of brick walls and was discouraged. And then the light shined down on him and everything came together. And I got an email from him a couple weeks ago saying, it's done. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so exciting. He published a book. My friend published a book. And he can now honestly say that, do you have a little black book? Yes, I do. And my friend in question is a man named Ray Bally or Raymond Bally in New Jersey. There is a link below to his website. He is a singer, songwriter, guitar player who creates music that's very unique. It's rock music, folk music, whatever, but it's unique in the way that the Velvet Underground is unique. Name a band that sounds like the Velvet Underground. You can't. Or one of my heroes is Lou Reed. Name someone who sings like him or sounds like him. Nobody. Who sang a song called Martial Law or that his parents want to send him to a psychiatrist? Nobody. Or recently on a podcast, I talked about the late Tom Verlaine and also the late Jeff Beck. Who sounds like them? Nobody. They are true artists. And they create, I believe, because they have to. And my friend Ray Bally, I believe, is one of these artists. He creates music that comes from inside of him and puts it out into the world and prays that people are interested. But if they aren't, he keeps creating and keeps creating. And he wanted to put his lyrics into a book. So that's what he has done, is published this little book of his lyrics. And I am so proud of him. And it is such a sweet little book that I wanted to share. It is called Come Closer. It's very simple. His photo's on the back. And you can pick this up if you reach out to him. Now, Ray also has a lot of music, and I would also highly recommend you to check it out. Every album is kind of a surprise. He's gravitated to so many places, and in the last few years, he formally created this or co created this group called the Primitive Substance. It's with musicians he'd been playing with for a long time, but now they go by the name Primitive Substance, and they include Ray Bally and Brad Kleiman, who's this guitar player and songwriter. I've described his guitar playing elsewhere as like Ace Frehley inspired. And also Dennis Young from Liquid Liquid, who plays the marimbas and some other instruments. So you get this trio plus other musicians, friends of theirs who they've played with forever, and this symbiotic relationship, and they just work together and they create together and they help each other out. Brad wrote the foreword to this, and it's just this awesome little bubble of creativity of independent musicians coming out of New Jersey. Please, absolutely check it out. It's on Bandcamp, so you can listen without buying if money's an issue for you. So you have no excuse why you cannot listen. Links are down below to Dennis, to Brad, and to Ray, and I highly recommend you checking them out. Now, why am I promoting a book on this channel? I mean, that doesn't really make sense in context of what this channel is about. As I said at the beginning of this revelation, this publication, excuse me, came well, let me rephrase this. This publication responds or picks up or is part of an idea that I voiced in an early episode, and Ray hasn't seen that episode, so he didn't know that the energy I was putting out is exactly what he has done. So he's giving me an example to hold up. In this early episode, I talked about having goals, particularly for 2024, as I record this on February 18th, 2023. Excuse me, having goals for 2023 and 2024. I'm getting ahead of myself here. And having goals and having dreams and having ambitions. Because I said in that episode, when you have these things, first of all, they give you hope. And if you turn on the news, yeah, it's not a good world out there. It's very scary. And we live in a world now where independent thinking is considered racist and misinformation. Where asking questions is going to get you canceled. It's a very scary world. 1984 was a template for people on how to gain power. Others of us took it as a warning. We never imagined some people would take it as a template. So some people might see this world and lose all hope, just give up. It's just like if you're coming out of college right now, you'd be like, I'm never going to find a job. That's not me. I'm someone who's full of goals and dreams and desires, and I don't care what people think, and I don't care what happens. And why don't I care? Because I am full of dreams and goals and desires. You can't take those away from me. You can't take any of them away from me. You can't take the thoughts I've had, the dreams I've had, the books I've read. You can't drain my brain of everything I've ever learned. This is the one thing you can't take away from me. And therefore, I am full of hope because I have lots of things I want to do and I am dedicated to doing them. Now, some of them may not be possible. The world is changing. That's okay. But if I can, even within that changing world, make something happen, maybe not exactly how I envision, but just a little bit, guess what? I'm achieving my dream. So even though you may have control of something, I still got to live my dream. You didn't bring me down. Therefore, I have hope. I have lots of hope. And I said in this episode, put things on your path that you want to do to give yourself hope if you need that. If you're afraid, create things that no one can take away, and no one can take this away. Create ambitions and goals. Don't let yourself go down, because when you get depressed, it's like a snowball. It just gets worse and worse and worse, and it's horrible. And I've been there. I speak from experience of mass depression. for a long time, and I didn't even acknowledge it. So I've been there. And I just was like, for a long time, my saying was, I think there's a conspiracy theory against me because I swear everything I do is just messed up. And I don't know why. Like nothing I do works. So have hope, have ambitions and dreams. And no matter what happens in the world, whatever darkness is out there, you'll survive on some level. You will be strong inside. And so when I got in the mail this past week, this little book of lyrics, Come Closer, by this guy named Ray Bally, which I know many of you watching this show, and I have listeners all across the globe, may have never have heard of this guy in New Jersey. But it so made me so excited because here is one man who wanted to write a book. He'd never written a book. He wanted to put his lyrics out there for you to see. He'd never done that before. He didn't know what he was doing, quite literally, but he achieved it. And I'm sure it has given him such a sense of, oh my gosh. And so it was exactly what I have been advocating. Have a dream, make it happen. And this, it's a great thing. And spread, I guess, spread your love, spread the positive vibes, spread whatever. And so I wanted to share this guy and the things he's done and what he put out. And I just, it made me so happy, and I want his work to inspire you. Now I want to read a letter he wrote to me, or some of a letter. And Ray is awesome because he's always written me these really cool letters, and you really can't see it, but it looks like he owns a typewriter. Ray, do you own a typewriter? Nobody owns typewriters. Well, we have one in my office, but still. So he wrote me this really dear letter that he puts his heart and soul into this letter as much as he did the book. And I just want to read this to you. And if you're struggling in the world, if you're struggling with your life, if you have things that you can't achieve, if you have goals that you don't know what to do, I want this man to inspire you. And as I said at the beginning of this show in the quote I read from the book, you are not alone. Reach out to others of us and let us all work together. So, anyways, Ray writes, Dear Aaron, so nice of you to respond. You do know how hard it is to write and put together and publish a book. I enjoyed your book about the tribute band singer. His early New York City days crisscrossed mine, though we were hanging out in different crowds. I gave the book to Brad and he loved it. Music really takes you on a journey that you never really know where you are going. It was comforting to read his story. I don't have to compare myself to anyone else. Every artist's journey is different. I need to always remember that. I worked on my book for 2 years. I couldn't figure out how to put it in publishable form. I tried and got discouraged. Tried to hire someone. That didn't work out either. Until I talked to my neighbor, who is a professor of design and a graphic artist. He took on my book and did an amazing job, and I am very grateful to him. And he didn't charge me a lot of money. The cover was his design. I was going to use a painting I made. I love the cover, and he asked me to come up with a title. I thought about collected lyrics. I love this title, though. When my jazz piano playing son saw the back photo, he burst out laughing, and I knew I'd picked the right one. Brad wrote a great foreword. He is so talented as a songwriter, guitarist, and writer, and I am so grateful for him in my life. He has done amazing things to my songs. I wrote an essay on songwriting, which I would kind of rewrite totally today, but I decided not to touch it because I guess it's a time capsule. You've listened to my music for a long time now, Aaron. I'm curious how you see it. I'm working on a new record, Stone Walls and Bamboo Curtains. This one is a huge step forward. It will be my best. My songs keep getting better and better. And maybe now, after all these years, I'm hitting something. It really feels that way. Thank you, Ray, for this letter. It will go into my vault with the others you've written to me. 2 years, just a little book. If that doesn't inspire you and touch you, I don't know. I don't know what does. And it was a hard process. It was painful. And I really believe the greatest outcomes are those that hurt. People say to me, "Oh, well, I wrote something the other day and it was just so easy." And then honestly, I read what they wrote and I'm like, really? You didn't put yourself on this page. Like you haven't suffered for your art. And that's why I just have to bite my lip because it's not very good. All the great books I've done, and I've done over 75. I've been very, very busy in my life. And some I wrote when I was depressed. And I'm just like, I'm so depressed, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to write. Some have hurt me, and I hate sharing them because they're very, it's like I'm opening up my heart to you. But they're good books. Others I just breezed off. And I've actually taken a few out of print because they didn't hurt and I was embarrassed by them. So Ray put his heart into this, and it shows. It shows so much. And there's a beautiful essay in here by Brad about Ray Bally's career. And so if you listen to his music, you can read the book, but you can also find out. It's just really great. And I got to see Ray once, and I got to see him with Dennis Young and Kleiman, though I didn't know those guys at the time. Um, it was a great show at the Cake Shop, and I remember it really fondly, almost better than some huge concerts I've seen with big folks. And it was this little nothing club in New York City. I don't know, 50 of us there, maybe. Flashing lights. It was really dark, and it was right before I left New York. I remember. Anyways, I just wanted to share this book because it made me so happy on so many levels to see someone doing something that I'm always encouraging others to do. So it's gonna be a challenge now to you. This is your homework assignment. What are you doing in 2023? What are you doing in 2024? What dream have you had for 2 years that is not happening? Have you given up on it? Please don't give up on it. Nothing happens when you give up on anything. Please do it. And please put it in the comments down below. Let me know and let other know what you are doing. I would now like to close this by reading two of the lyrics from Ray. These are two of my favorite lyrics of all the things he's done, and I think I've heard every recording. Yeah, I've heard every recording. And I'm not going to sing them. I'm just going to kind of read them. But you can hear the albums. This one is called Faker from an album of the same name. I am the faker. You are the dream. Holy beggar at your temple. I am the joker. You are the queen. I'll sit by your side waiting to entertain. I am the coward, fearful and afraid of my father's shadow. I look for the moon. She seems more real to me than the silver screen. Flickering images wave goodbye, endless and empty, brilliant and burnished. The lights go down, the weird sisters are in the house, foxhound on my trail, fleeing you. I am the rider, you are the ghost, retracing our steps, recalling your shape. I am the lover, you are the honey, we'll walk side by side through the fields. I am the soldier, bloody, fearful, brave. I'll die for you. I am dying for you. I listen to the silence, becoming bound to you, more real than your dulcet tones. Glistening pipe dreams fade away, specters and mirrors, glossy and glowing. The lights go down, the weird sisters are in the house, foxhound on my trail, fleeing you. Mm, lovely stuff. I think that's my favorite poem by you, Ray. If you should see this, there's actually one more I want to read. I just really like this one. I couldn't remember the song and I had to look it up afterwards, and I just really like this one when I read it in the book the other night. This is called Heroes and Fools. Actually, I think also the title reminded me of Heroes and Villains by the Beach Boys, and I just love that song. Are you a hero, a coward, or someone in between? Are you an angel, the devil, wrestling over my soul? Are you an actor, a poser, a symbol in my dreams? Are you a scholar, a cynic, or someone in between? Are you my father, the Almighty, wrestling over my soul? Are you a writer, a talker, a symbol in my dreams? You've given gifts, transmitting love, delivering song. You are a gift. That's the best way to end this show. So thank you very much for watching. Tune in every week I do another live stream on current events, things in my life, religion, spirituality, from my Hindu perspective. Uh, I also broadcast this after the fact on BitTube as an audio podcast. Sorry, on BitTube and then Anchor podcast as an audio, and also on Spotify. And if you wish to support me, down below is a link to my books, and you can find something that I've written, a lot of music stuff actually. And I'm working on a new fiction series right now, and hopefully a couple of religious books will be coming out in the next few years. I've always got something, never know what's going to come out next though, because I'm always chugging away because the world doesn't end and I have no time to wait. More importantly, I want you to check out Ray's stuff. You don't have to buy my books. I want you to buy his books instead. And I want you to check out Brad's music. He's got great lyrics. And if you want some sort of world beat inspired stuff and some really crazy stuff that you're not going to hear anywhere else, check out Dennis Young from Liquid Liquid. Links are down below. I would be happier if you went to their links than mine. I want you to listen to their stuff. They've given some great music to the world. And we're going to end there. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Dennis. I wish you the best in your journeys. Please, please tie me into it, as always. And in another 15 years, we'll see what happens. So with that, all of you, you've got a homework assignment. Be creative. Go forth. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Swaminarayan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and rock on.